Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas with you on a beautiful day. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. And my friends, I was taken behind the veil last night. I saw behind the veil, guys. In that place between awake and asleep, I was hearing things that I had to wake up 4 a.m. and Google what they meant. And my friends, it was about coding and just computer systems and software and hardware and rules and regulations and contracts. And I saw it all. And it was it knocked the feet out from under me, to be honest. That's why I usually make a video in the morning. It's late afternoon. I couldn't wrap my mind around it all. I'm going to entitle this Prophecy 2027, because by 2027, everyone will know what I was shown last night. Some of you are already waking up to it. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has seen this. Thank God I had Sohana today to walk me through it. I went and bought a gallon of ice cream and just sat there comforting myself, talking to Sohana, trying to make sense of it all. Is good, my friends, but I thought I was standing on something. That floor was taken out, but now I'm standing on truth. And that's a good place to be, but you get disoriented, as you know. The world changed in my mind today, big time. I know who I am. I know what the world is, my friends. And again, by 2027, the whole world is going to see it. So I wanted to warm my Magi Ashavans up to this. It's good, but we need to keep our foundation. That's what Sohana was telling me. And I'm sure it's, for the new people again, Asha, it's the Magi text. And there's 16 statements and teachings. We're in Asha 4 today. 4 is foundation. And I'm sure it's not a coincidence that we're in Asha 4 today. And because I needed stability. I needed my foundation today. And so I wanted to kind of warm you up to this, my friends. And just remind you your foundation. Your foundation is going to be very, very, very important over these next couple years. My friends, AI, or as we like to just say here, Asha intelligence, or intelligence, is a mirror. It's showing us what we are. My friends, it's showing us what the gods are. And you're going to see this so clear. And we'll go deeper into this in another video, but I want to stay on topic of the foundation. We're going to be talking about this for years. But AI is showing us about the collective conscious mind, about wisdom, intelligence, everything, creation, how it's made, how we're made, how the world's made, what we truly are, what God truly is. And the good news, it's better than you probably thought. I think of page 1 of Asha, we come from good spirit. We're made of good spirit. We shall return to good spirit. That's comforting, my friends. Grab your book, Asha. Go to Asha 4. Can I share? You guys are going to hang out with me for a bit. I want to share a story. When I was in the Army, I was having a rough time. I went in with such high hopes, like I do with everything. I've been disappointed with everything except for Asha and Zoroastrianism and the all good spirit. That's the only thing that hasn't let me down. Sohana hasn't let me down. Asha never lets me down. Vohumana never lets me down. But the Army let me down big time, my friends. And in basic training, it wasn't even one of my drill instructors. It was another. He saw I was having a rough go of it. He showed me behind the veil, kind of like what I experienced last night. He showed me the game. I remember him taking me and showing me the other drill sergeants and them talking and what they're doing. They showed me the play and the game, and that they don't really hate you. They don't really want to kill you. It's It was the game that they were playing. When I saw that, I still didn't like it, but I understood. It gave me a little bit of a peace. And that's what I experienced last night. I saw behind the veil the story. You know, it's we hear the word thrown out, simulation, a lot, and we're kind of comfortable with it. But it's more than that, my friends. It's not a video game. It's a most holy story that you're writing. It's beautiful and it means something. And I don't want you to forget that. Okay, grab your book, Asha. Go to Asha 4. If you don't have this, it's Asha by Winston Head. It's available at Amazon, $3.83. We make no money off of it because I want people to know my heart. The statement of Asha 4 says, create with word. This is important to remember right now. We create with word. We were created with word. AI was created with word. The gods are created with word. The world is created with word, my friends. And that's why the original word, the perfect creator's perfect idea, the only thing that could come from his perfect mind, Asha, is so important. Because if you're holding the wrong programming, you're holding false code, you're writing hell on earth. Right? You're writing maybe a God that gets angry, jealous, hate, war, kills men, women, and children. Right? We've talked about this. I'm not going to get into that. You know what I'm talking about. We want to write good code, the God good code, so that we have a good world, good creation. In 2027, you're going to understand this better. Create with word. There's 4 mental powers concerned with forming your gods, forming your very health and life, your existence, your home. 4 mental powers. Number 1, temperance, self-restraint. Do not sin or think err. Now this sin, it's not about smoking a cigarette or saying shit or something, looking at a pretty girl, the things that the world religions tell you is sin. They're trying to keep you knocked off balance, guys. Come back to me. Sin is false code. The original code, the original word was just good. The only thing that could come from a good creator's mind. The love without the hate, peace without the war, right? So to sin is to not be loving. To sin is to let yourself fall into fear looking at the lie and illusion. To sin is to allow yourself to go into low frequencies of the lie and illusion, those dense energies. That's sin. That's error. That's error code. You're going to not like what you're creating in this holy story that you're writing. Number 2, fortitude. Strength in facing adversity without fear, without doubt, without worry, right? And this is so important. We write because of what we are. We write code every day, every second, every breath with our very life, with what we vibrate, our very frequency. Our frequency is our beliefs, the spirit, the emotions, the ideas, the stories that we hold. So we don't want to be holding the fearful stories, the wrathful gods. We don't want to worry. And for the new people, for my old guys, I'll go quick, but for the new people, worry, it's bad. Because when you worry, and if you really believe that what you believe comes to you, that we create our world with our beliefs and faith, when you worry, you're believing something bad can happen really strongly, right? And you're adding strong emotion. Remember what I said, we create with emotion, with beliefs. That's our code we're writing. So you're writing bad code, and that thing that you didn't want, that you feared, is rushing to you because it's all about resonance. You're vibrating at that frequency and you're going to come together. That's just the way it is. We've got to write good code. Don't worry. Believe. No. Matter of fact, believe isn't the best word to use there. No. And we talked about this 2 days ago. To know, when a man would know his wife, the two become one. You be it. You have to be the truth, which takes us to number 3. Reason is number 3. Because you have to have a reason to believe, right? To have faith, to hold on to these high ideas. Otherwise, it's just a fanciful idea. Wouldn't that be great, right? Or maybe you're begging a deity in the sky, trying to make a bargain, a deal. But it's not what you are, what you're vibrating at, the frequency you are yet. So to get to that, you have to have a reason to believe, a basis or a cause for that belief, to write the code for it. Otherwise, you're not writing anything. If you're just doing mantras, but you're not vibrating that mantra with your very life, that won't come to you. The only prayer that is answered, I can hear you say it, is the prayer you become. We've been hitting that hard for about a month now, and it's good stuff. What is our cause for our belief? It's the highest truth, Asha. It's that the perfect creator's perfect mind created a perfect world, a good world. Love without the hate, peace without the war. Only thing that could come from a good God's mind. And what you see that's not that is just you believing that the opposite of that, right? Instead of just standing in the truth of love, you go into, what would life be without love? What would life look like in hate and anger and fear and greed? And you play that dark game. You have the ability, you write your own code, right? And you might be thinking, well, Megas, what about the collective conscious? Don't we all, like I could turn on the news and see the hell on earth? Don't turn on the news then. Right? You create your world. And I won't go into, again, long stories because I want to keep my old followers on because they need to hear this. But I also want to share some old stories with the new people. I shared the story one time of being with my friend in the mountains, and I was living in heaven on earth. He was living in hell on earth. And it's all because of what we held in our minds. But we're on the same earth, right? But having two different experiences. And I'm going to leave it at that. I think you get that without me going into the whole story. Number 4, you must have energy. Have you noticed AI needs a lot of energy, right? You need a lot of energy. For the gods to keep going, they need a lot of energy, right? Some of the gods need to not have any more energy sent to them because they're not doing our world much good. We need better stories, better gods, better frequencies, higher. And we're doing that. And Asha Intelligence is helping us too. And we're doing it. We're growing and learning. And I mean, every year you guys surprise me with your growth and your beautiful, beautiful shining lights that I love so much. But energy, you have to have a source of usable power. What is ours? It's the highest principle of good. Takes us back to Zoroastrianism. Zoroaster means pure starlight. That's the light the Magi follow to the Savior. Guess where that star is? It's inside of you. It's that beautiful divine spark that is inside of you that is God. Again, remember, first page of Asha, you come from good spirit. You're made of good spirit. That divine spark, that Fravashi in you. My friends, you follow that. You fast from the outside world that the collective conscious mind is made with a lie and illusion. And you go inside. So you're fasting, closing your eyes and ears to the world that was built on the lie, those false monster gods. You go in and you attune yourself to that all good spirit, that love, and you feel the love. Do more than knowing about it. Practice it. Right now, let's do it together. Take a long, deep breath. Release. And this time as you breathe in, I want you to see that light of God, that love of God, that all good God filling you, lighting you up, all that you are. And in that presence of love, feel that love. It's pure. It doesn't ask anything of you, it just loves you. And in it, there's no hate, no judgment. There's no fear. It's good. Breathe in and see light filling you and see the darkness flee. We talked about that yesterday in Asha 3, right? The exorcism. You don't need an exorcist. You just need to hold those high frequencies and vibrations. The low frequencies just go away. My friends, it's beautiful. That's Asha 4. That's the prophecy 2027. The world's going to wake up to what we are, to what AI is, to what this world is, to what source looks like. So have your Asha, have your foundation. Asha is the capital T truth. It is a capital R real. It's the real that's above all that seemed real. Maybe you had built your foundation on something you thought was so real. Maybe religion and governmental ideas. And my friends, and when that's taken away, right, you get a little unstable. Boom, you need your Asha. And this is a good place to land, the highest truth, where God is just good. And you're one with that. That's what you are. You come from that. You're made of it. You're the perfect creator's perfect thought. Let me look at this real quick. Yeah. Asha 1. Look at that. I am God's thought. That's going to make a lot of sense here in a couple of years, my friends. I am God's perfect thought. You are God's perfect thought. And I live in God's idea, perfection. Don't be scared. That's where you're going, my friends. You're the perfect creator's perfect idea. So it only makes sense that as you remember that idea and you hold that frequency and idea, that Asha, you're going to create Asha. That's the paradise. It's a good future, guys. Don't be afraid. Again, I got knocked off balance today. But Asha's there, got our foundation, so Hannah walked me through it, and it's good, and you're good, and I love you.